Alright, so if you're new to this, just a little bit of background. Azurael is supposedly a demon from another dimension, and the Azurael's circle is used to summon him to bring him into our world, or at least somewhat bring him into our world. I'm not sure at what level he's brought in. There initially was a character we played. I don't remember his first name. Hey, Silhouette, welcome. I don't remember his first name, so I don't actually know. But we played initially a character whose last name was Lancaster, and he had returned home after a report that his mother had committed suicide, but the circumstances around her death were strange. So he went to have a look for himself. And while he was at their house, and as he started discovering more and more things, strange things started happening. Paintings started changing, so they were like more horrific versions of the paintings. There was like a dead bird on the table and stuff, and there was a scarecrow in the back, which was there initially and then wasn't there anymore. So it was kind of freaky. He eventually went out to the shed in the backyard, and is it there? I think it's there. He found like a trap door to go down. He went down there and he found a room that had a doorway to another room. So in the second room was Azurael's circle drawn on the floor, and he had a confrontation with the scarecrow. Everything went black. There was some final narrative text from him. That was the end of that chapter. Chapter 2 was Ed Morrison, a private investigator, had been hired to go find what had happened to a group of kids. It seemed like generally nobody cared. The police had closed the investigation and so on. Maybe the police know about Azurael's circle and they were scared and nervous about it. I'm not sure. But anyway, they had closed the investigation, so nobody really was looking into it. But the parents of the kids obviously still wanted to find out and see if they could at least get some closure, if not get their kids back. So Ed Morrison, our detective, we went into this apartment building where the kids were last known to be. We explored around a bit and found out that they had drawn the circle, had a ceremony, and one of the kids killed himself immediately, stabbed himself in the eye a whole bunch. One of them had kept hearing voices and eventually killed himself as a result of the voices. And then a third one of them had been pushed out the window and so fell and died from the fall by somebody else. And then that person that pushed him out of the window started posing as that third kid. Anyway, and then finally the last two kids, we helped them get out of the apartment building, basically, so they would be safe. And I guess we succeeded in that because it kind of ended with the whole, this was a weird investigation method. And he had talked to, at the end, he talked to the guy who hired him to go and investigate, but he said he had suspicions that the guy knew about it and was part of it or something, so he was only letting him know a certain amount of the information. So now we'll see how Chapter 3 in the series ties into the other games as well. Again, the real tying point is not the characters. The real point of tying each chapter together is there's this circle that summons this demon Azurael from another dimension, and it's used to summon him. He either comes to our dimension or else he allows malevolent entities to come to our dimension. Either way, it's dangerous. So, alright, so here we go. And this is, again, like I said previously, this game is made in RPGM, so RPG Maker engine, and so everything is pretty much keyboard. There's pretty much nothing with your mouse. I mean, you can click with your mouse, but generally it's your keyboard that moves things around. An Enkian Games production. My name is Miles King. I'm an investigative journalist from New York City. What I'm about to tell you sounds absurd, but please keep reading. My grandfather, Reginald King, once lived in the Old Ways nursing home a few miles from Eden, New York. I hadn't seen him in about 6 months and wanted to pay him a visit. He was always good to me. He always asked about my life, and he made sure to write so that we never lost touch. I definitely owed him a visit after all of the support he'd given throughout my life. What I didn't expect was to get involved in my most bizarre investigation since my work on the meat traders of South Brooklyn. I may not convince all of you, but if I convince even 1%, then it's worth my career. I drove out to the countryside where Old Ways was located. Did you see the ad? No, I can't see now. Thanks. Yeah. I got out of my car and walked up the driveway. Old Ways Nursing Home. This is it, all right. The sign gives it all away. What should I do? Go on with a few jokes? Or go in with a few jokes? Chat up the lady at reception? What if it's a man? Good. It may be a bit somber inside. Maybe tone it down a notch. Never mind. Overthinking again. Enough rambling. Gramps is waiting for me. I'll give you just 1 sec. I forgot to grab something really fast before starting the stream. Be right back. After I knock things over and stuff. Okay, be right back. All right, sorry about that. All right, let's continue on. So this is the Old Ways Nursing Home, huh? All right. Okay, I can't go that side. Probably can't go either side then, I'm assuming. Yeah, no. Okay. Excuse me. Hello? Do you hear me? Mrs. Margaret Thompson. Mrs. Thompson to you. And yes, I hear you. Can't you see that I'm busy? I'm just looking for my grandfather. His name is Reginald King. Goes by Reggie sometimes. Do you know him? It's not that big a place. I know him. Go down the hall to your left. He's in one of those rooms. Which one? Look around until you find him. Edna's barricaded herself in again, so you don't have that many options. Eh? Barricaded herself in? You heard me. I did, but I'm confused. I think it's pretty understandable. Social cues aren't going to do it, are they? I suppose I'll have to be blunt. I'm busy. Go away. Fine, whatever. Thanks, I guess. Now, she did say go to the left. Should we try going to the right? Will she say something? Wrong wing, young man. Yep. What if I do this? Where do you think you're going? Okay, yeah. Alright, fine. We'll go the one way we can go. There. She said the wing to the left, but I don't know. Hello? Get out of here! I told you I'm not opening this door! I'm not falling for your tricks, Blackstock! I think you've got the... Leave! Okay. Miles, you're finally here. Hi, Gramps. How are you? Just fine, just fine. As good as can be expected. How have you been doing? I've been reading all your articles. You're a good writer, my boy. Thanks. I really appreciate that. You've always been a big supporter, and it means so much to me. I've been pretty good, keeping busy, you know. I'm sure. Any young ladies in your life yet? Ha! I wish. Been too busy with work to go on many dates. You know, there's a nice young nurse that works here. Betty's her name. Well, except... Except? Is there something wrong? No, it's nothing. Nothing at all. Tell me, Grandpa, are they not treating you properly? No. It's... Well, it's... Can I be completely straight with you? And can you not call me a crazy old man? I'd never do that. Unless you say something completely and utterly absurd. Enough of your jokes. I'm deadly serious. Apologies. Go ahead, tell me, whatever it is. Well, I strongly suspect there's something going on in this place. It started a week or two ago. Edna started yelling about rituals and demons. Just a bunch of things you'd expect an old lady to yell if she's going a bit funny. The thing is, I've known Edna for the better part of 3 years now, and she's not shown any signs of being crazy at all. She's probably the most physically and mentally astute person in here. These things can just hit you all of a sudden, though, no? That was my first thought. Then I heard that creepy janitor talking. Janitor? His name is Rodney. He's not been here too long, but he looks like a sick son of a... Always has a creepy stare on him. He's always rude, and the only person he shows any real respect to is Mr. Blackstock. Who's that? Matthew Blackstock is the owner of this place. He wanders around every now and then, but he's usually in his office. What did the janitor say? Rodney, was it? Yes, Rodney. He was outside arguing with somebody. I couldn't climb into my wheelchair fast enough to see who, but it sounded serious. He mentioned something about a ritual going badly and how it can't happen again. It's probably just some nonsense, but if it set Edna off, then it's worth looking into. I can have a prowl about if you think it would help. Might put your mind at ease. Are you armed? What? Santa is serious about demons, son. What? No. Take this, just in case. I've got a spare. A pocket knife?
Nobody here would do you any harm as far as I can tell. But I don't trust Rodney. If he thinks you're investigating him, he may get hostile. I don't want you to get yourself hurt by trying to help me.
Alright, I'll have a look around and see what I can find.
Thanks, my boy.
Don't mention it. Alright, so... just a good old cabinet. Just a good old cabinet. Never meaning no harm. I've always wanted a tiny milk carton. Oh, so apparently we now have that in our inventory. Just an empty coffee cup left. Alright. And then escape for the menu, because it's RPG Maker, and then item, and you can see what you have on you. So you have pocket knife and milk. Alright. Well, if I'm going to start exploring, I suppose I should save it before I get myself in trouble. Okay, let's see. Red eyes? What does that mean? There's 5. 5? 5 what? A father, a mother, a sister, and then 2 brothers. You don't sound too good. Are you okay? Sister guards the garden. Same thing, okay. Looks like a handkerchief. I'm sure this old lady won't mind if I borrow it. I'll return it fully washed. Sounds like a little teacup or something clinking when you take it in your inventory. Interesting. Just a small drawer. Just a good old cabinet again. Okay. Sister guards the garden, huh? Alright. Toilet's pretty clean, as it should be. Toilet paper's well stocked up. The mirror looks like it's been cleaned very recently. Entirely spotless. I don't have time to take a bath. Alright. Looks like my hair when I was 17. What a lovely plant. The light is on. Get out of here! I told you I'm not opening this door. I'm not falling for your tricks, Blackstock. I'm Reggie's grandson, Miles. Miles? He's talked about you a lot. What do you want? Oh, sorry. He's talked about you a lot. What do you want? Grandpa's just wanted me to speak to you about what's been going on in here. That's all. Hello? I'm thinking. Fine, you can come in. The door is still locked? I did too good a job, it seems. Huh? I broke the handle. You're going to need to sort this door out. Fine, I'll be back. Unbelievable. So I've got just that. Yeah, okay. Ah, you there. Miles, I believe. Am I correct? Yes, that's right. Who are you? Forgive me, friend, forgive me. My name is Matthew Blackstock, and I own this place. But please, just call me Matthew. My grandfather mentioned you. How do you do? I'm very well, and hopefully I'm doing some good. In truth, I've wanted to speak to you since Reggie mentioned you were coming. I trust he's spoken to you about his good friend Edna? Yes, he did. She sounds like she's got a few concerns, to say the least. Indeed, indeed. A few of the staff here have taken to calling her crazy old Edna. Horrible. Just horrible. When they're old and suffering, I'm sure that they wouldn't want such atrocious things said about themselves. Yeah, you're borrowing stuff. That's right. Exactly. Would you mind if I took a look about the place? I just want to put my grandfather's mind at ease and then enjoy the rest of my visit. Of course you can. Old Ways has nothing to hide. We're a very friendly and open place. Margaret? Don't give Miles here a hard time if he wanders about. Let him go into the various wings. Fine. There we go. No problem at all. Thank you, Mr. Blackstock. Matthew, I insist. Matthew, then. I appreciate you being so accommodating. I'll not cause too much of a fuss. Do not worry. Do not worry. I need to step out briefly, but I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Especially if he was one of the people talking to the janitor about how the ceremony didn't work or whatever. Right? Blackstock and the janitor did the ceremony, I think. Possibly Edna here, or not Edna. This lady, whatever her name is. But alright. Okay. Looks like there's a scrap of paper, a few receipts, and a food waste in this trash can. Or should I explore the other wing first? Let's do the other wing first, actually. Okay. Mop and a bucket. Not ideal for the carpet, but maybe used for the bathroom? It's a screwdriver. Perhaps I could use this to unscrew a lock or a door. Long cut of rope. I've needed stranger things when I've gone undercover. When I've gone undercover is what I should say, actually, but that's fine. Pair of gardening gloves. They're not in too bad shape. Looks like a few notes scrawled into an old notebook. These sick old... Father says I must tolerate them because he would choose me over them. Unbelievable. But I must do as he says. He's given me everything I have and is continuing to help me. These rituals are only the next step. By the end of 88, I swear I'll have proven myself to him. Reginald is the worst one. He's so friendly to me when I despise him. He's so friendly to me when I despise him so much. Miles this, Miles that. It's as if he doesn't have any other grandchildren. He puts his favorite above everybody else. Yeah. So our grandfather really likes us, apparently. Edna. Edna's becoming a problem. I believe she knows about my new mother. With the old mother dying, it's been left to Natasha to fill the void. I want to smother her, but Matthew said we aren't murderers. I must listen to him. I must follow his every word. Thomas is harmless, but I can't help feel hatred for him. He doesn't really talk to me, and I appreciate that. If he did, I'd strangle that. The urge to kill him gets stronger every day. I don't know if I can hold back the temptation much longer. If I feel stressed, I just need to remember how Matthew saved me and that he told me not to kill. I must listen. Marjorie is barely functional these days, and that's how I like her best. She just sits there quietly and barely speaks. I think she's given up on life, and it's so joyous to see. It brings me true happiness. So this guy likes people being dead, apparently. Brother is the biggest problem of all. One of my closest allies? I don't think so. We're just bound together by secrets we share. It's like the government officials that always cover for each other, as they're all into the same foul acts. It sickens me. I'm in a pact with Abraham. It's signed by Rodney. He seems to slip in and out of using some sort of code name. Looks like a broom. The name Rodney is etched into the shaft. There's a wide variety of supplies on the shelves. Nothing that really stands out to me. Nothing worthwhile in the dresser. Either of them. Just a good old cabinet. Okay, let's talk to this guy if we can. Excuse me. Could I have a word? Reggie's grandson? Yes, I'm Miles. Do you have a second? Beware. Beware what? The Huntress. The Fleshmongers. The Red Huntress. He seems to be a bit out of it. The Huntress and the Fleshmongers, huh? That sounds lovely. Yes? Excuse me, but do you have a moment? Ah, you must be Reggie's son. Grandson. Close enough. They say you're some sort of investigative journalist. So you're uncovering conspiracies, going undercover in big companies and the like. Not quite that interesting, I'm afraid. It's much more low scale generally, but I'm still proud of my work. Alright, how about a little test then? A test? Well, for? To see if you're worthy. I'm worthy? Worthy of what? What does that even mean? All will be revealed in due time, my boy. Let's just say I'm curious about your ability to research. Matthew values what I say, and I'll put a good word in for you. For what? You'll see. Just trust me. Why should I? I'm not Rodney. I'm no worm. I'll give you some sugar if you agree. Excuse me? Give me some sugar? Yes, sugar. You can make yourself a nice coffee. It'll help you mull things over. Everybody here always runs out of sugar, but not old Abraham. How could I refuse an offer like that? How could I refuse an offer like that? Your sarcasm won't do you any good. Are you interested or not? I guess, but only if it makes you talk a bit. I'm not getting much information out of anybody else. What do you want me to do? It's more about what I want you to learn. I want to see if you're as observant as I believe you to be. I'll ask you some questions, and I want you to go seek the answers. Sounds straightforward? It is. It may answer some of your questions about old ways. Now we're getting somewhere. Just ask me when you're ready for my first question. All right. All right. We'll come back. Let me look at the last room before we ask him questions. A locked door, eh? Miles is on the case. I'll find the key. You go get him, Miles. All right. Fine. Doesn't matter. Probably have way more save slots than we need. I know. Give me some sugar, baby. Walking Dead. Such a great show. Okay. So there's, I guess we talked to her. We can talk to her first. Hello there. How are you? I'm very good, thanks. Are you Reggie's grandson? He's always thinking about you. That's me. My name's Miles. I'm Elizabeth, but everybody just calls me Betty for short. Okay, Elizabeth. Or Betty. Whichever you prefer. Are you okay? You're turning red. I'm all good. Okay then. Well, I'll see you around. Is this a fruit? Never seen a light blue fruit before. Never hurts to have a few coffee beans on hand. Randomly have coffee beans on hand. Kettle is still hot. If I ever need a drink of water, then this is the place to come to. Same thing as the previous trash can. Something about this painting really seems to draw me in. I like it. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Apparently cannot go in between the table and that, though. There's rather feminine handwriting in this notepad. I'm always so terrible at remembering passwords, but I'm not allowed to write it down. This is just a small reminder to myself so that I don't forget the staff lounge safe password. The first 2 numbers are my current age. I don't know what that is, but okay. So we'll say... All right. The third number is the number of patients currently staying with us. This is weird. Okay. The 4th and 5th numbers are the current year. The 6th and final digit is the number of letters in my full forename. Okay. I'm assuming these all match up to Elizabeth or Betty, I'm guessing. Miles never seen blueberries, I know, right? Well, yeah. Well, are blueberries blue really though? Or are they more like a purple blue? I feel like they're more violet, right? They're kind of a blend, or not, yeah. They're kind of like a blend, not exactly straight blue. Now, if you get the juice from them and you stain something with the juice, it's blue. But the berries themselves, I think, are more violet, personally. But yeah, they are bluish. Yeah, you're right. All right. I wonder who wrote this. Somebody who has a short form for their name? Would it be short form, though? It's a safe combo. Don't safe combos go up to like 100? Even if it goes up to just 10. Elizabeth could be 9. Elizabeth has 9 letters. I don't know. Okay. So there's that room. And then here. Well, that goes on, huh? Let's go here first instead. Locked? I'm guessing Matthew's hospitality doesn't extend to in here. Must be top secret in here. Okay, and then that goes up a floor. Okay, so let's then definitely go down this way. Excuse me, but is it alright if I have a look around the garden? Miles, right? Reggie said you'd be coming. There's just the shed up ahead, as you could probably see in the distance. Matthew said it would be okay if I had a look around. Miss Weston. Maria Weston. As I said, there's nothing worthwhile up ahead, and I don't want you to get hurt. There's a lot of power tools in the shed, and only Rodney is allowed here. Or is allowed there. Okay, that's... We cannot get past her for now, at least. She has... You notice, too, she's also got red eyes. I don't know if that's... Well, they're not exactly red. Kind of like a... They're like red-brown. So I don't know. Okay. Get out of here! Matthew said I could look about. Not in here, you can't. Get off. Wonder if that's Rodney. I'm willing to bet this is Matthew's office. Okay, but we can't get in right now. Got it. can't get in here. Seems to be locked. Okay, so I need multiple keys for some of these other locations. All right. Let's talk to the cheerful woman. Actually, what's this? There's an emergency. I can always make a call here. Oh, I see. Okay. What does this book say? Just what do you think you're doing? Maybe I have to come this way and talk to her. I'm busy, young man. Leave me be. Okay, well, maybe I can use a screwdriver to open Edna's room. He did mention taking the door handle. I'm going to unscrew the handle. Hopefully I can remove the lock from there. Give it a try. That seemed to work. Drat, I've ruined the screwdriver head. Must have been quite brittle. Nothing worthwhile in the dresser. Still. Just a small drawer. Just a good old counter. Okay. Hi, Edna. Miles? That's me, all right. Reggie wanted you to investigate what's going on here? He did, yeah. So he's finally starting to listen. Seems like it. Don't trust Blackstock, and don't trust Rodney either. There are strange things going on here. Can you elaborate for me? Matthew isn't the kind man he seems. He cheated on his wife. He's consorting with scum like Rodney, and he tried summoning a demon, which got his wife killed. His wife killed? Wait, so he jumps to getting his wife killed, not the demon? Isn't the demon the more unbelievable part of that? But okay. You heard me. But before we discuss more, I need you to do something for me. Hang on, I'm helping you already. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tries to kill me very soon. I want you to get something for me before that happens. Aren't you a little paranoid? No! Fine. What do you need? I've not been getting my letters. I'm certain that some of the staff have hidden them on Blackstone's orders. Find them for me, please. All right, I'll do it for my grandfather. Trying to find her letters, huh? I wonder... Okay, let's go... He's back out for the moment. Let's look in these cabinets. I don't know if we can, though. Looks like we're not able to. Where else would we find... The letters could be in... Black, whatever his name is, Black something's office. Smart guy that Rodney leaving incriminating notes around and being a jerk. He won't die painful death, certainly. Well, I think Rodney picked the wrong team, honestly. I think he's probably going to get killed by demons at some point in part of whatever exchange happens. It's my 28th birthday in a couple of days. Will you be around for the party? I'll see if I can manage that, Elizabeth. Please, call me Betty. Okay. Pocket knife, milk handkerchief, coffee beans, rope. I don't suppose I can use the pocket knife to jimmy the lock, can I? Let's see. Doesn't look like it. So we cannot go through here any farther. We cannot go, like, really to any of the rooms upstairs. They're all locked. We've now been to what's to the right here, and then talked with Betty. Right, and this is like the break room or something for the staff, I would imagine. Not having been in one of these facilities, I don't know, but I would imagine it's something along those lines. And she says what again? She warns about the lady in the garden, right? Sister gardens the hall. See, that's... I think they're part of like a small local cult of Azurael, I feel like. I think Blackwood, or whatever his name is like the father. Rodney, Rodney, right, is the janitor. Anyway, the janitor is like a brother or son, but like the brother. The lady in the garden is one of the sisters. She is probably a sister or a mother. There wasn't anything else we found in here, right? What's this one? The bathroom, right. They talked to Grandpa again?
I'm sure there's nothing wrong. Maybe try and speak to Edna if she'll let you in. I think she knows something about Matthew's wife, Linda.
Not a coffee drinker, huh? I don't drink coffee either. I love the smell of coffee, but I don't drink it. That is a good point, though. If I could blend stuff. Coffee beans and milk. I wonder if I make... He's not going to let me... It's not going to let me interact with the kettle, though. Apparently. I don't know how that's going to work. It also says he's never seen a light blue fruit, not any blue fruit. So maybe that's why it's weird, because it's light blue, which is not a normal color for fruit that I know of. But there might be a light blue fruit I'm not familiar with, like maybe something tropical or something. Yeah, coffee smells hella good, I think. I just obviously can't. Obviously, the taste is extraordinarily bitter, right? So... and I know you can add sugar and cream. It doesn't work for me. It's still like super bitter. And I don't have anything to get in here, right? We've already tried the pocket knife on other doors. I don't think it's gonna work at all. Are you deaf? Go away. That's the same as before. there's a handkerchief and a rope and a pocket knife. I'm trying to think, we have the garden. I can't really get past her. Can't seem to, at least I can't figure out how to. Can I, so if I do this, can I do that or something? That? No. There's not really, you can't drag it. The RPG Maker engine, basically, when you click, it like does the little click on it, but it won't, it doesn't recognize dragging. What do I want to do? There's nothing on the sides of the garden area out here, right, that I could look at? What was the last line again? Yeah, so nothing in here right now, at least. I wonder. Doesn't want to take anything more off the counters. The shelves, I mean. I assume we'll want those gloves at some point once we can pass Maria in the garden. Whoops, didn't mean to keep going back in. I'm pretty sure at some point we need to make coffee. Because like you pointed out, like we basically have almost all the ingredients for it. Well, let's go, I guess, ask our first question. And then we'll go from there. First question. What is the job of my brother? Janitor, right? Janitor. It's Rodney the janitor. You're correct. Second question. I have only one sister. What's her surname? Crud. Maria. What was her last name? Ha. Okay. Alright. We'll probably need to reload, I'm guessing then. Title. Continue. I don't know if we only get one chance. That was weird though when I hit enter, as if it was going to move on to ask for me to put more letters in, but it didn't actually do anything. Yeah, maybe. Okay, her name is what? Maria what? Weston. Maria Weston. Okay. Okay. First question. Okay. No. That's wrong. How do I... how do I go back? Oh, escape does back. Okay, good. Okay, Janitor. Janitor. Okay, yep. You're correct. Second question. I have only one sister. What is her surname? Oh, I see. It was giving you an option to go find out. I see. Good. Okay. So W E S T O N. Weston. Weston, you're talking about Maria. Indeed. Third question. Father has been married to one woman. What was her forename? Wasn't it Linda or Lydia? Linda or Lydia? I don't remember which. Let's see. Go talk to Grandpa and he'll tell us. Linda with a Y. Okay. Linda. Matthew is the father, and his wife was called Linda. You're doing well. I've only got one more question for you. What is the forename of the current mother? The current mother? That's a trickier one. Let's do this. My guess is it's the woman who's lying down asleep. Her. Let's go back and read the journal then. Maybe the journal of Rodney will tell me more. That would be this one. No. My new mother. Ah, with the old mother dying, it's been left to Natasha to fill the void. Natasha, pretty sure that's it. Okay. Okay. Whoops. And I guess, okay, let's do that. Okay. Natasha, is that right? It is. Very good. Here's the sugar I promised. All right, thanks, I guess. Did you learn anything useful? Well, you're all using code names, so I'm guessing you're doing something fairly underhanded. Underhanded wouldn't be the word Matthew would use. What word would Matthew use? He'd say, we're doing what's necessary. Okay. Whoops. I need to go to this one to get to the break room. And now it's down. Okay, now I can do it. Kettle's still hot. Might as well make a cup of coffee while I'm here. Oh, do I have it in my inventory now? Yep, hot coffee. Okay. What would I need to try to get past Maria in the garden? She didn't really say she wanted anything, did she? Still says that. Okay. Please call me Betty. Yeah. Maybe I give Rodney the coffee? Probably not, but maybe. Doesn't want to listen. Okay, so none of those still are available. Oh, here we go. Give her the coffee. I just thought you'd like a new cup of coffee. Yours was running low. Oh, well, thank you. You're welcome. Nobody gives enough respect to receptionists. That's what I think. You're absolutely right. I guess I had you wrong, Miles. I'm going to do you a favor, but don't get yourself caught. Here is the key to the staff room in the back corridor. You can have a poke around in there. Thanks, Margaret. I appreciate it a lot. The staff room. Oh, right. Nope, that's not the one. And the others are all open, right? This is the one that had the guy that gave me the clues. This one is his bed. That's janitor's closet, yeah. Yeah. Yep, so I guess it needs to be over here. Oh. Air conditioner is blowing some papers on my desk. Okay. We'll go in here. This one? There we go. Same thing as in other trash cans. Ah, there's the safe. And we have the combination, kind of. But I need to know... I don't know the age and stuff. Wait. It's her 28th birthday, she said, right? Okay, let me write these down. So I think it's going to be 28. Number of patients. I don't know yet. Maybe she'll let me just kind of look here. What does this book say? It's just my log for visitors. Okay. Grandpa's 1. Edna's 2. Lady in the bed is 3. This is the bathroom. Okay, so that's 3. 4, although he's part of their plans, but he's still a patient, I think. Still locked. Don't know about that. Janitor's closet. And then he's there. That's 5. 5. That's the break room. That's the garden. That's upstairs. So 5, maybe? I'll put it kind of with a question mark because it might not be 5. I don't remember what the current year is. Oh, but I can go... If I go back to the janitor's closet... That's not it. Janitor's closet. Sorry, my bad. I can maybe, in that diary, see what year it is currently. Or not. There's no year here. Alright. Well, that doesn't tell me. Do you remember what year it is? I don't remember what year it is. God dang it. Red Huntress Maria Weston knows. Oh. Red Huntress Maria Weston knows. Geez, so she knows about the Red Huntress. That's not good. But I mean, she's part of it. We know she's sister, so that actually makes sense. But I don't know what the current year is. You have a good day now. Nothing else in here. Did you get them for me? Please try. I said I would. Give me some time to find out where they are. We're going to find out the current year. For some reason, I don't remember seeing something that would tell me the current year. Well, it was a carton, but I mean, I think it's like one of those little small school cartons, and that's still a lot of milk, but I don't know that it was full when he grabbed it either. I feel like there was just a little bit of milk left in it, and so he just poured what milk was left. I don't know for sure, but I think that's more likely. I've already done this, guys. Okay. What? Why? Stop. There. I don't know why that had a little graphic glitch there. Okay, anyway. Mop's not going to have a date on it. He tells me that Ms. Weston knows. He's the one who gave me that. That's locked. None of these mention a date at all, right? What the heck? Okay, let's do this. I'm going to go as if we're starting a new game, see if we mention the year at the beginning of the game. Maybe I missed it when they were describing things at the start. And then I don't remember, but I don't think. So this will be the last thing from the beginning we'll redo, just to see if the conversation has any clue. But Oh, actually, we talked to the grandpa in his opening conversation. He might have something also, but this will actually be the last thing. I feel like maybe we just need to find a newspaper or something, but we haven't found one yet, obviously. All right, yeah, no. Okay, so we don't know the year still. Has to be something somewhere we can read. Maybe I just haven't looked in all the waste bins. We can't look at that. This is just her notes about the password. I wonder if the current year is the year this game came out. I'm not sure. That's not going to help me. I can't get into anything there currently, and the guy won't talk to me. No trash can in there. Or there. Or there. Come on with the glitch, seriously? This is getting annoying. Okay. Every so often, it does this dumb thing. Okay. I don't know why either. I really don't know. Okay. Edna's room. She doesn't have anything here. Nope. It's the bathroom. Is there a... No, there's no paper or garbage can in there to look in. She just talks about... Sister guards the garden, yeah. So... Really? How do I not have a way to identify the current year? Seriously? Like a normal person would know that. Okay, we're going to try... I'm going to look at what year this game came out. We're going to try that as the year. I don't know that's going to work, but we'll try that anyway. Yeah, you would think. Unless, like I said, it might be simple enough where it's the year the game was made. Okay, give me 1 second here. What? How? What? Oh, yeah. This one. Okay, there we go. I don't want you guys like how all these switches of random things I'm doing. Okay, let me see. So this came out... Chapter 3 came out 2018. Current year are the 4th and 5th numbers. So maybe 20 and then 18. Maybe. And then the 6th number are the letters in her full forename. And that's Elizabeth, 9, just to make sure I'm counting correctly. Let me do it again. So we have Elizabeth. Yeah, 9. So maybe 9. I think 9 is going to be right, though. I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's try that. Let's see if we can do... Wait, can I not? What is happening? What in the crap is happening? Why is... Hello, I'm here in this window. Why? Starting random... I don't even know. Whatever. Yeah, 1st and 2nd are her age. So 2, 8. If we're right, this would be 5. Oh, it's not going to be 2018. Maybe it's just 18. And then a 9. Maybe? Nope, that wasn't the combo. Yeah, so I will need... Welcome to the family. So yeah, I know. Like, randomly. Like, I don't... What the frick happened with... I don't know. It went to my stream thing and, like... at one point... I need to do it still. I just haven't gotten back to it. At one point, I was going to make kind of, like... the 5 minutes or something before my stream started... I was going to have like a little animated background of whatever the game was I was doing. And I kind of didn't follow through with that much. I did it for Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, right? But I didn't do it much after that. So that was the last one that was set up. Somehow I was in my streaming software and hitting space to access the safe, but because I was in a different window, it did anyway. So that's not the year. See, that's the thing. I don't know how we're supposed to find out the year. Maybe Grandpa? No. What the crapping? How am I going to find out what year it is? The items I have, none of them are going to show me. She just talks about sister being in the garden. There wasn't anything in any of these, right? No. So we're in chapter 3. We did not finish. We still have... First of all, we have 2 chapters after this. But then also, this chapter we've not finished is either, actually. Ah. These rituals are only the next step. By the end of 88, there we go. It's 1988 is the year. '88. All right, that's my clue that I was missing. Okay. Okay. So, Fofox, really quick rundown. So we are named Miles. We're visiting our grandfather named... Okay, good night, Silhouelle. I did find... You don't want to see what's in the safe? Do you want me to go look at the safe really fast? Let me go look at the safe really fast before you head to bed, and then you can see that. And then I'll fill Fofox in. Just stay one more minute here, Silhouelle. Let me do the safe really fast for you. Okay, so this has got to be 88. Nope, that's apparently not it either. Okay, go ahead and go to bed. I've got something off. Oh, the 5. Yeah, what was the 5? The third number. Number of patients. We have the number of patients wrong. Okay. Have a good night, Silhouelle. Thanks for joining me on the stream. Appreciate it, man. Get good sleep. Stay healthy. Do your social distancing and all that. If you do get coronavirus, be well. Do all the things you need to do to take care of yourself. Drink fluids. Keep warm. Try to take some medicine that'll help your symptoms be lower. Like, stuff like that. Like stuff like anti-cough stuff. Because a lot of people will cough a lot when they get stuff. Anyway, just be safe. And get medical help if you need it. Take care, man. Talk to you later. Okay, so Fofox. So the summary is, we're Miles. We're visiting a rest home called Old Ways. And we're visiting our grandfather. Our grandfather, Reggie, or Reginald, but Reggie is what he goes by. He suspects something strange is going on. So there's a woman, an old woman, next to him, in the room next to him, named Edna. And he said she's always had her wits about her. She's always been very cogent, never had any problems mentally or whatever. But she's recently talked about... Oh, dang it. I had hidden it temporarily, and then I unhid the wrong... Because I have multiple window things depending on what kind of the game it is. There, so now you should see it. Sorry. Thank you for letting me know. So Reggie, the grandfather, said Edna's always been very... All right, take care, Solo. I'll see you, man. Good to talk to you again. So Reggie says that Edna's always had her wits about her. She's always been very sharp mentally. But recently, Edna has talked about weird things going on. She heard the guy who runs the place say basically that he had... his name is Matthew, I believe. He basically was talking with a janitor. The janitor's name is Rodney. Now, there's a lot of names to cover. So we're Miles. Grandpa is Reggie. Edna is the neighbor to Reggie, who's always been clear-minded, but recently has been talking about some strange things. Edna said she heard the guy running the place, whose name is Matthew, talking to the janitor, whose name is Rodney. So the guy running the place is Matthew. Rodney is the janitor. I know this doesn't help a whole lot, but in fact, actually, because it won't interfere with this at all. Let's do this. I'll do this as kind of a running thing so that you can keep up with stuff. Okay, so so Miles equals the player. Okay, Reggie equals player's grandfather. Edna equals Reggie's neighbor. Clear-minded. Okay. Then we have Matthew, Blackwood. I think is it Blackwood? Blackwood Manor is the manor in Scratches. I'm trying to remember. It's Black something. I think it might be Blackmore. Anyway, whatever it is, Black something. We'll just say Blackmore for now. He is the owner of the retirement center. Oh, yeah. So Old Ways equals the retirement center. Okay. So he's the owner. Rodney is the janitor. Maria Weston is a nurse, also called sister sometimes. Oh, Rodney is called brother sometimes. Like, that's not creepy. I don't know for sure. I think Matthew is called father. Okay. Natasha, and I don't remember her last name, is mother, whoever she is. Don't know who she is exactly. And okay, and then there's what's her name at the front desk? The receptionist. I don't remember. I'll add her name when we have it. Is the receptionist. Okay, somebody. I don't remember her name. And then Elizabeth is a nurse. Turns 28 in a couple days. So hopefully that will. Oh, is that not? That's not far enough over. Let me drag this over so you can see, because some of that's cut off. Let's see. There you go. And now you can see the notes, so you know. Oh, except that's not gonna. Okay, that's fine. We'll do this. We will do this. How do I wanna? So let me do. I'll just add one. Notes. And I want it to be. Which one? Is it just that one? And then when I bring this up, yeah. And then I could just move this to be like that. All right, there you go. So now it doesn't interfere with the game screen. Like when I go in the game, it doesn't suddenly cover, but now you have the notes there so you can see. All right, anyway, so those are the people. And anyway, and Edna basically says that she believes that Matthew, the owner, was talking with Rodney, the janitor, about like a botched ceremony, like with the other two chapters, like we don't know what ceremony it is at this point. That a ceremony they tried like got botched somehow or whatever. Anyway, and I should probably add that as well. Let me add this. Okay. his wife, Linda, died in the process of doing the ceremony or something. So that's what we've got there. In case we don't finish this today, let me save this. Let's see. No. I don't even know where I... Let's do this. Okay. All right. So now going forward, if I need to use that again on a later stream, then we've got that already saved, so I don't have to type it all again. Oh, I think it's Margaret, actually. Is the receptionist. I'm pretty sure. Let me add that. I'm pretty sure it's Margaret. And that's another thing is, like, a lot of these names start with M, right? Miles is us. Matthew is the owner. Margaret is the receptionist. Maria is the nurse. Rodney is the janitor, but Reggie is the grandfather. It's like Edna is the neighbor, but Elizabeth is the nurse. Like, too many names with the same friggin' letters. It gets confusing if you're not really paying attention. So, okay, so the year was wrong. 88 is, no, or the year's right, I think. But the number of patients is wrong. I went around and tried counting, and I got the number wrong, apparently. So there are... This is the break room below us, so there's nobody there. This goes to the garden. Whoops. There's we can't go there yet. We can't get past there yet. This is Elizabeth right here. And over here, at the top here, this is Maria. Upstairs here, I'm not positive, but I think that's Rodney, I think. All 4 doors up here are locked, so we can't do any of those. Okay. Over here, this top left door is locked. This door has this guy. Oh, his name, I think, is Sam. I think his name is Sam. He's also a brother. We'll write it as Sam, because I think that's right. With knowledge. He basically had us answer some questions, and he gave us some literal sugar so we could make a cup of coffee. Anyway, so he has some knowledge because he's part of this whole Azurael circle thing going on here. So I think his name is Sam. I can't remember for 100%, but I think so. Anyway, so he's there. That's one patient. There's this guy here. It's another patient. Red Huntress, Maria Weston knows. So that's 2 patients. Okay. This is janitor's closet. So that's not a patient. So, oh, you know what, though? This is locked, but there might be a patient in here. So that could be 3, possibly. But anyway, so there's 2. Up here is 3 for sure. This is another patient. I don't remember her name. I don't know if she ever told us her name. But she got the red eyes, so I think she's also part of the Azuraels circle thing. So that's patient number 3. And then we have our grandfather right down below here. That's 4, and then Edna's 5. So maybe we guess 6. It's at least 5, right? Because I just recounted the specific ones we saw. So maybe it's 6? We change that to 6, maybe? No. Oh, yeah, and it says, I wonder who'd be able to help. Oh, I wonder if we talk to Sam again. Maybe. He knows stuff. Abraham? Oh, right. It's not Sam. Sorry, it's Abraham. Who's Sam? I don't know why I thought Sam. Abraham. My bad. Sorry. I've said all that I've got to say for now. So he's not going to give us more. He just says that the Red Huntress. See, she says it's my log for visitors, but I can't. There's no urgency. Yeah, we're trying to find. What is it? I can't remember. We're trying to find something for her so that she can basically like make her last record of what's going on here because she thinks they're going to kill her soon. In the apartment building? No, two of that we were able. So Dawn Edison was our character in chapter 2. We were able to leave with 2 of the kids. The one who had blocked himself in the one apartment and refused to come out because he was scared. We got him out, and then we also got the sister who was kind of partially out of it, but was also really scared. We got both of those 2 kids out. All the others were already dead. The one, or like that girl's brother, stabbed his eyes out. That he was dead by the time we got to the building at the beginning of the game. Another one of the friends kept hearing the voices. He had locked himself in a separate apartment, but he kept hearing the voices again and again and again, and saw like the kind of the shadow children visiting him. He couldn't deal with it, so he OD'd on drugs. So that was the second of the kids who died. And then the third one, when we, in that last part we were playing, as we went into the one apartment, he said that something had been thrown out the window. So we went down to look for what he had lost. It was, I don't remember, whatever it was he lost. He'd thrown out the window. We went down to look at it, and we found the dead body of a kid in the dumpster. So we knew that imposter in that apartment had shoved the third friend out the window and killed him. So one friend got shoved out the window and died. One stabbed his own eyes out, and one OD'd on drugs. The other 2, the girl who was the sister of the one who stabbed himself, and the kid that was scared and holed up in his apartment, those 2 kids we were able to get out alive. So of all of the people who've encountered Azurael Circle, we know, at least as of the ending of each of the individual games, each of the individual chapters, at least 3 people survived. Possibly the Lancaster guy in the first one as well, but we don't know what happened, right? Everything went black, and he had some notes like, oh, Azurael Circle's evil or whatever, but that was about it. We don't know for a fact that he survived or not. Hopefully he did, but we don't know. So at least 3, possibly 4 of all the characters have survived so far. And now we're in here trying to see, how this one proceeds, see if anybody's going to survive this one. I don't know. We've already been here. I don't know who else. Sister guards the garden. Yeah, we know that Maria is sister. This is just a bathroom, and there's nothing in the bathroom. We've already analyzed stuff. So, nothing in there. She just talked about her 28th birthday again? Yeah. She doesn't say. There is... Okay, let me read this again. Maybe there's something I'm not remembering now. Always so terrible at remembering passwords, but I'm not allowed to write it down. This is just a small reminder to myself so I don't forget this staff lounge safe password. First two number her current age, which is 28. She said she's... No! She's 27. She's gonna be 28. Oh, right. So I had that wrong. Yeah, I'm not attentive apparently all the time. Okay. Let's try this again. So 27 5. There we go. That was the problem. I was saying 28 for her age, but she's turning in a couple days, so she's 27 right now. Wow. Okay, so we're in the safe. These appear to be letters addressed to Edna. Yeah, Edna, that's what it was. Edna thought people were keeping letters from her. And so she wanted those. She figures they're going to come kill her soon. So she wanted the letters as a final thing before she died. Because she assumes she's going to be killed soon because she's discovered this stuff about Azurael's circle. And what they're doing here in the nursing home or the retirement center. These appear to be letters addressed to Edna. Can't read them before, so we'll just give them to her. Hopefully we can, that is. Before she dies. Okay. Here we go. I've got your letters. You have? Great! Can you tell me what you know now? Of course. A lot of this I learned by trying to pry information from other people. Other parts I've seen for myself. Go on. Well, there are 5 individuals currently in this building that call themselves the ones from old ways. Who? Stop interrupting. There's the father, Matthew. There's the mother, Natasha. There's 2 brothers, Abraham and Rodney. Finally, there's the sister, Maria. Matthew's wife, Linda, was the first mother, and Natasha recently joined as a sister. Linda died the other day, and Natasha seems to have stepped up to the mother role. What are they trying to do? It's obviously not a suicide cult. They're messing with demonology, trying to harness the power of some old demon called Azurael. Azurael? Why? I don't know, but it's demonology. It couldn't possibly be good. Who's this Natasha? I know the name, but I've yet to meet her around here. She was Matthew's lover. She's a young Ukrainian girl. Linda didn't know about her, but I guess it doesn't matter now. Maybe that's why Linda was killed, because she started getting suspicious or something. Anyway, what should I do now? I can't just leave. I need to learn more. Continue poking around if you feel safe enough to do so. I'm staying right here. Help! It's Thomas! That sounded like Betty. Go take a look. Betty is Elizabeth. You like that? Yeah. Thanks. Hang on. So Elizabeth is also new. She goes by Betty for short. Okay. She's not here. She said it's Thomas. No, not this way. Thomas. Rodney was there. Who is below here? No, it's break room. Okay, it must be one of the guys over here. Oh, you know what? Thomas is probably this guy. Thomas is probably this guy down here. Yeah. Betty, what is it? It's Thomas! Look! No way. What happened? There's blood everywhere. I don't know. I came here to give him his meds, and I found him like this. This has to be murder. There's blood everywhere. I don't see any wounds. It doesn't make any sense. We may need to do something about this. I'll call the cops. Oh no. No wounds. Is there any clue here at all? What's this? It's a key? Maybe this will give me some answers. He's dead, but there are no wounds. Yeah, we were just talking to Thomas. Like, just barely. A locked door, I'll find the key. Oh, so we don't have the key for that? Okay, there are other locked doors. Got to be upstairs, I guess. I don't know of other... Okay, so... Thomas, I can't believe it. Alright, can I get in here now? I can. The key opened this one. Hello there. Ah! What are you doing in here? My door was locked. I found a key and thought I'd check what was in here. Interesting. Oh, interesting accent. Are you Russian? Where did you get the key? Only Matthew is allowed in here. It was in Thomas's room. Why does Thomas have my key? He can't even walk anymore. He most certainly can't. Did you know he's dead? Dead. Yes, dead with your key beside him. Awfully suspicious, isn't it? Almost too suspicious, if you ask me. I didn't do anything. What are you accusing me of? I'm sure somebody is trying to frame you, but I can't rule out that you're behind it. I'm going to find Matthew. Alright, so she's looking for Matthew. There's blood there, and blood looks like on the side of her corner of her bed, too. Oh no, it's not blood. Red cloth? Looks like it's been torn from something. Small drawer. Nothing else in the drawer. Just a few pairs of underwear, but I shouldn't touch those. I can just see the headlines. Pervert journalist harasses immigrant. Mrs. Doubtfire? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It's a diary. Must be Natasha's. 12th January, 1988. It finally happened. My love asked me to join his sect. After all he's told me about Azurael and the myths, I finally get to see for myself. I wonder if his wife would suspect anything. The cover story isn't the greatest story Matthew has conceived, but I'm moving to an empty room in Old Ways tomorrow. He works better with more planning, but he said he wants me urgently. 16th January, 1988. Yeah, this is the lady that had the affair with the owner. Linda doesn't seem happy. I often find her staring at me, but I don't care. She doesn't deserve a mind as great as my love's. Her youth is gone, and she can't bear him another child. When she finds out I'm carrying Matthew's baby, she'll finally be out of the picture. When I tell him, I know he'll choose us over her. 17th January 1988. Linda died during the ritual. It couldn't have been the presence of an extra life, could it? No, surely not. She mustn't have had faith. The true believers were all spared. 29th January 1988. I watched from the window as an outsider arrived today. Matthew says that he's an award-winning journalist. He wants to give the journalist limited access to Old Ways to see if we can slowly sway him to our side. Matthew always knows the right way. She's pregnant? There's also no way I'm joining Matthew's evil cult. I don't even know what they're trying to do. Okay. The others are all locked still, yep. And that's good old Rodney being a jerk, like always. Okay. So we maybe can go talk to Maria again. Let's save it. It's been a bit since we saved. Nope. She's not letting me by. Same thing she said before. Basically, there are a bunch of power tools and stuff. Only Rodney can go by, which, you know, whatever. Excuse me, Margaret? Yes, Miles. You're the sort of person who's good with faces, right? I can be. What about clothing? What do you mean? Do you recognize this? Yes, I do. It looks like it's from one of Linda's red dresses. It seems a similar material and the color matches. You! What are you doing poking around upstairs? Mind your manners, you foul little beast. What did you say to me, hag? Why, I oughta. I'll see myself out. Like, am I actually supposed to leave? Okay. Talk to you later. Have a good night. Thanks for joining me while you could. What am I doing? There's too much unfinished business to attend to here. Back inside I go. Okay, so he's not fully leaving. He's just... But, given that he's at the reception, guess what I can do? I can go where he was. Oh, hi. Flesh. LND, LZD something. Die. Ya. Okay. Flesh. Is that blood? What's this thing? Looks like a vending machine. Wait a second. Are those keys? There's dozens of them. How am I meant to know which key I should get? They appear to be sorted by color, size, and the number of etchings on the base. I can either look for a clue or start my guessing. L and N. Leave now. D. For don't delve any deeper or you're probably in serious trouble, Miles. Die. Written in either blood or red paint. That doesn't scare me at all. Y and A. You are something? I don't know. This note is addressed to Natasha. If anybody wanted to access my office, they'd be searching through dozens of keys for hours. This is just a reminder for you, my love, should you forget the key description and require access. The true size is not the longest word. The true size is not either option next to the previously ruled out option. Okay, so... Not longest word. It's not either option. So neither next to the above. Okay. True size is the larger of the two remaining. Okay. The true color. Oh, right. This is the size. is not an extreme of the options. True color isn't a mixture of the two colors, or of the colors from the original list. Okay, the true color contains 2 more letters than the other remaining colors. Jeez. Okay, and then the true... Gosh dang, I'm running out of room there. Okay. Okay, true number of etchings. When multiplied by itself, is larger than the largest of the options. Greater than, larger, or greater than, is larger than the largest of the options. Greater than largest of options. Okay. True number of etchings is not. Okay, so not the addition of the previous 2 numbers to be ruled out. Okay. True number of spots is an odd number. She definitely shouldn't have left this here, that's for sure. How sloppy. All right. Guess we can go here and see if we can figure it out based on... Okay. Which color should I select? Okay, the true color is not an extreme. So not red, yellow, or blue. Not a mix of the true colors in the original list. Red, yellow, blue. Red and yellow make orange, but blue and yellow make green. Wait, what? Two more letters than the other remaining colors. What? Maybe red, yellow, and green? No, red, green, blue. Like, as in computer colors, RGB. So red, green, blue. So red, so green and blue. Red and blue. Red and green. Red and green make yellow in that scheme. So orange then? Three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. This one? Which size? Not the longest word. Neither next to the above. Medium is longest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So it's not small or large. Larger the two remaining, so huge. How many etchings? Multiply by itself is greater than the largest of the options. Okay, so it's going to be one of the higher numbers. Yeah, it cannot be 1 or 2. That rules those out. 3 could be 3, because 3 times 3 is 6. Or, sorry, 3 times 3 is 9, not 6. 9. Okay. Is not equal to the addition of the previous two numbers ruled out. So it's not 3, because 1 and 2 are 3. Okay. So, and then true number is an odd number, so 5. 5. Wonder if this is the right key. We'll find out. Okay. This isn't the right key. Should find another one. Okay, so that's wrong. So we had the color wrong, I guess. Okay, so what's the color again? The color one is where I messed up, I think. It's not an extreme. So maybe red, yellow, blue? And maybe it's not red, green, blue. Maybe it's red, yellow, blue? Not a mix of two colors in the original list. In the original list? So original list, I guess, are the extremes. So red, yellow, blue. It's not a mix of those two. Orange is red and yellow. Blue is yellow and green. What the frick? Two more letters than other remaining colors. Maybe it's yellow? No, I don't think that's right. Oh, when they say it's not an extreme, maybe they mean it's not the top or the bottom. That must be what they mean. So not green or red. So orange, blue, and yellow. Not a mix of two colors in the original list. Blue is not... Red and green don't make blue. Two colors in the original list. Yellow. Yellow is not a mix of any of those that are in the list. It could be used to mix, but it's not. And then two more letters than the other remaining colors. Yeah. Because this is a mix, so you have to rule out the extremes, green and red. This is a mix, you have to rule that out. And there's two more letters, so it's yellow. Okay. Let me double check the size, make sure I had that right. Not the longest, so it's not medium. Neither next to the above, so it's none of these three. And it's the larger of the two that remain, so that's huge still. And then finally, multiply by itself, larger, so it has to be at least 3, because none of the others are larger than the other options. It's not the addition of the previous 2, so it cannot be 3, it's 4 or 5. True number spots is odd number 5. There we go. I think that's right now. Okay. Ha, this is the right one. Okay, we're going to save that here. And I think we'll call that the end for now. So, all right. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me. My name is Xexor, as always. I appreciate you guys supporting me and kind of riding along, as it were, like watching me play. It's nice to have somebody to talk to as I do it, rather than just doing it solo. And of course, you guys support me with my online stuff as well in general, so appreciate that. Thanks for watching. I am going to stream just like normal this coming Friday. I don't know what I'm streaming yet. I'll decide and I'll tweet and let you know. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.